Welcome back to the game. Breaking news. First up, we have some new Far Cry 6 release date leaks. That's right, this time by two different retailers of the same date of April 30th, 2021. That's a Friday. The first one comes from a Dutch retailer, Proxys, and the second one comes from Amazon India. Now, the Amazon India leak has since been changed to December 31st, 2021, but that was probably after they messed up and let the cat out the bag, and now they got to move it back to just a placeholder date till something is officially announced by Ubisoft. So that first date though of April 30th, 2021, that's almost a whole month earlier than the last leak we had of May 25th, 2021. That was leaked by the Microsoft store. I ran a story on there earlier, if you guys remember that. So this thing is moving up on us now. We haven't gotten a word from Ubisoft yet of an official date. The only thing that was official was an original release date of February 18th, 2021, but they had to move that back due to delays from COVID. The last thing we've heard is this April 30th, 2021 release date. Now, Ubisoft has been known to release some things not on Tuesdays, not on Fridays, maybe some Thursdays and stuff like that, but Friday is a pretty believable day there that they would release their game, and this is looking good, man. Keep moving it up, but don't move it up too far on us to where you're going to get yourself into a Cyberpunk 2077 type situation where you're rushing this thing out the door and the thing is half baked and it looks like how Cyberpunk, I was about to say Cybersuck 2077 looks. And man, we don't want that, so take your time with it, don't rush it, but I do think that maybe they're just ahead of schedule and are able to move it up from what they previously thought they were going to have to release it on. And that was May 25th, 2021. They could be ahead of schedule, so let's move this thing up. All I know is they don't want to release it before April 1st. That's when their fiscal year starts, and they got a whole roster planned out and a whole release schedule that they want to stick to, and they don't want to do it before April 1st. So April 30th makes sense, and I just can't wait to see it, man. That's a whole month earlier, so that means what? This is January, so we got about February, March, April. That's 4 more months until Far Cry 6 will be released, and we'll get some new animal battles going and all kinds of cool stuff once we get into that map editor and everything like that. I just can't wait. I mean, I'm going to be playing everything, the single player, multiplayer. Hopefully there's PvP and co-op and everything like that. I just can't wait, man. This is one of my most anticipated games of 2021, and man, I really do hope this thing is releasing sooner than later, but we'll have to see here. April 30, 2021. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Next up, we have some Xbox news. The Xbox Series X, okay, it launched without haptic controllers, and the PS5 has haptic feedback in their controllers like the Nintendo Switch had as well. So now, who's the odd man out? Xbox is, okay, in the next gen realm of controllers. So Xbox is surveying owners of Xbox Series X and S consoles to see if they'd want haptic feedback rumble features in their controllers similar to PS5 and Nintendo controllers. And guess what? I do. You don't need to survey me. You guys should know. Yeah, I mean, who are you surveying? No one's even got the goddamn new consoles yet, but you're surveying people that do. I'm telling you guys, maybe a lot of people don't have them because they are going over to the PS5 side because they have a next-gen controller with the haptic rumble and all that. Xbox, they added a share button. Whoop-de-doo. We need haptic feedback like the PlayStation 5 has. Maybe it's a little bit of a gimmicky kind of deal, and maybe it ain't that big of a deal for some gamers, but I mean, it's just one other thing that PS5 has above Xbox, man, and this is a tough competition this generation. We got to really throw every punch we can here. Don't leave us left out without haptic feedback, guys. I mean, I'm giving you guys some good feedback here. If you want some feedback, I want some haptic feedback. Let's get it together here and do something about it. So I think that's what they're going to do. Xbox, they come out with, pro controllers and all kinds of different controllers. And this is just another way that they can make some extra bucks too off us by releasing this old controller that no one's going to want. And now we're going to be forced to buy a new controller. It's a win-win for everybody. We get what we want. They get some extra money out of the deal. And really, they should give it to us for free, really. I mean, for investing in the console and not being up to snuff compared to the PS5. But we'll see about that. This is a very very good sign that there will be a new haptic rumble controller coming to the Xbox consoles, and this is a smart move by Microsoft. Like I said, you got to compete and you got to do everything and more than PlayStation and Sony are doing out here. So let's get that together. The survey asked the owners whether they think the Xbox Series X feels next gen and asked if they feel like they are missing out in the peripherals department. I am aware of features on PlayStation controllers that I wish were on the controller that came with the console, the question reads. So I mean, there you have it, guys. I know their gears are turning over their Xbox, and they better get the gears turning for some haptic gears turning in Gears of War and stuff like that before the new one launches. Let me tell you guys, that would really sell some consoles. It's a smart thing to do. It's the right thing to do. We got to get that controller going. I'm ready for it. Next, we have screenshots of a new AAA game from Bohemia Interactive for PC and Xbox leaks, and it's Arma Reforger. That's right, an Arma game is finally coming to consoles, man. Sorry, PlayStation, you didn't pass the certification for it. It could be coming later, but the source of the leak is a Bohemia Interactive employee and known leaker, BioSteel. The game is supposedly coming sometime this year, and it will be called Arma Reforger. The leaker says the game will be multiplayer only. I'm cool with that, man. I don't care about the single player story and all that. Arma is really focused on multiplayer already with Arma 3. Some great things came out of Arma 2 with the mods and everything like that. DayZ was an Arma 2 mod. Arma 3's got all kinds of cool mods, man. I hope mod support comes to consoles with this. But this is also coming to PC, so what could this game offer the PC players who already have Arma 3? This thing must be something special for them to put it on PC and have, you know, the expectation that the PC players are going to want to buy into it. So this is going to be something better than Arma 3. Maybe graphically, maybe they're going to have some graphic updates or all kinds of new stuff. Maybe this is going to be more focused on mod support. When I hear Reforged, I think of Forge, Halo Forge. That's the map builder from Halo, and I'm thinking maybe forging and building, and man, my imagination's running wild with this. And what my dream would be is if this is some kind of like map building kind of dreams, kind of build your own game mode type of level designer thing, but based in Arma. And if you don't know, Arma's like a hardcore, realistic kind of simulation military shooter. Man, this is right up my alley. One of the games I've always dreamed would come to console, aside from Squad, was Arma. Okay, and DayZ, we got DayZ, but DayZ, Arma, Squad, man, that's on my list of hopefully they'll come one day. And sure enough, finally Arma is coming, man. And I mean, I should have seen this coming. They put DayZ from Bohemia Interactive on console. They put Vigor from Bohemia Interactive on console. Now Arma's up next, so I can't wait here. It's supposed to come out sometime this year. I'm going to definitely have my ear to the street and see if we can get some more information on this. We have some screenshots here too. These screenshots look pretty good. I mean, they look like Arma here, and as you can see, it definitely looks like it's going to be military based. It's going to be a big old open world, hopefully. It's looking pretty sweet, man. Them Jeeps and buildings, and we got vehicles and everything up in here. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. I am super pumped up for this one, and hopefully we'll get more info on this soon, since the dam is leaking. Hopefully it'll burst open soon, and we'll get some maybe gameplay coming up. Hopefully we'll also get some Far Cry 6 gameplay too. We've seen a lot of screenshots and stuff like that, trailers, but we have not seen any gameplay yet. So if this thing's coming out in 4 more months, Far Cry 6, we need to start seeing this game, guys. Until then, this has been Rusty Pfluger. Rusty Pfluger, over and out. There's not any windows in this trailer, but I mean, what else do you really need? Maybe, okay, a couple of windows, but other than that, man, we got it made here. It's cozy, it's comfy. You don't gotta walk too far from the armor workbench to the gun workbench, okay? Just, you know, spin me right around, baby, like a record, baby, right around, round, while you're playing the radio there. And look, we can start working on some guns too. Get them tricked out so we can survive out here. You can bring back what you kill here to roast it up on the cooking station right behind the armor and weapon workbench, okay? You just chop it up here and you got everything you need. All right, this is like one of them tiny homes they spend a whole bunch of money on. because that's like the trendy thing, is to live in a tiny little home. Well, a trailer's a tiny home as well, but guess what? It's cheap and it's well equipped too. So, I mean, this is all you need. And a little bit more of an even matchup. Okay, we have a spray there from the skunk on the Wolverine, and the Wolverine didn't like that, but he didn't get flustered by the stench there. Was able to take him down, finish off the skunk, and shake that off. And look at that, he gave him a sniff of his own little anal area there as revenge. Teabagging the skunk. The queen alien takes down the skunk with the quickness as well. These aliens don't like these skunks out here stinking up the planet and everything like that.